Hello and welcome. My name is Dionne Woods and I am with the Turquoise Iris, or I should say I am the Turquoise Iris. You can find all of my hand-painted art and furniture and tutorials and, well, just a whole slew of workshops that I have, past workshops that I have had, and I turn them into tutorials. They're all there at theturquoiseiris.com. That's my website where you can find out more information about what I'm doing. But tonight we're on here. First off, just let me say hello. Thanks for joining me this evening. I thought we would try to come on here. This is also day 51 of my 90-day live challenge that I'm giving myself. Hi, Christy. Thanks for the hearts already, you guys. Thanks for showing up this evening for me. And I am here to answer any kind of question that you have. Any question, I'm your girl. Actually, I cannot answer any question. That is such a lie. There is so much I don't know about. I'm only going to be here talking about staging. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know a lot about a lot of stuff, so don't ask things I don't know about. But if you're going to ask me about staging or what's coming up, hi, Tanya. Thanks, sweetheart. What's coming up with the Turquoise Iris or with Dionne Woods, now that I can help you with. So, hi, Chrissy from Broken Arrow. So good to see you here. And Danette, thank you. And Anna Maria, thank you guys. Hey, I'm getting a lot of messages about my upcoming staging course. What is a staging course, first off? So we're going to answer that. We're going to answer why would I even need that? How does it affect me? And you may be surprised, you guys, because I feel like a staging course like this really encompasses a whole heck of a lot of people. Men, women, young, older, middle, whatever, any age. Do you have a place to live? If you have a place to live, this applies to you, right? So I feel like there's a lot of people that I might be speaking to. So, Tonda, good evening to you. I'm so thrilled that you're starting our Thanksgiving break. What do you use to prep your canvas for paint? Right now, I start with a base coat of acrylic. A base coat of acrylic is how I get it started. It's my first steps to starting some of my watercolors. Hi, Nola. Hi, Cassie. Hello, Monica. I love seeing my girls on here. What are your top 3 staging tips? Audrey, all of that is going to be in this course. I'm going to go over with you. So, I did a 4-week staging course in October. Okay, so here's how we hit it in October. We're adding a week, I'm making it a 5-week because I realized I wanted to go shopping with you guys, and that was something I didn't do. So that's another thing, Sandy, we're gonna go over definitely in the staging course. So I realized 4 weeks wasn't enough and I wanted more. And I felt like some of the ladies and gentlemen wanted more as well. So we did an additional week, an add-on, but what I really wanted to do, and it won't be actually week 5, it'll be more like week 3 or 4, where we add this week into the middle, but we're gonna go shopping. I'm gonna pick out items, I'm gonna tell you why. So that is, for those of you that already took the course, that's gonna be the only difference for the most part. Everything else would be mostly the same, but if you're like me and you watch Forrest Gump 42 times at least, you pick up on something new every time that you still may want to take this course as well. But right off the bat, if you have a home, if you care about how it looks, this class is for you. If you are an online business, if you have a booth, if you take pictures and put items online, and hey, maybe it will sell either on Facebook Marketplace, you are an online business person and you want to sell your jewelry, you want to sell any type of item where you need to make the visual attractive to get your followers and your viewers to stop doing this, right? You know what I'm doing here? I'm not just dusting off the paint that I didn't get off my hand, actually, but I'm scrolling, okay? So the main thing that I'm here to try to show you and that this course is for is to say, stop you stinking scrolling, peeps, and stop right here on my picture. So that's what we're doing. They're swiping, they're swiping, they're swiping, they're scrolling. Stop. How do we get them to stop and notice our photo, our item? Stop in our booth. If they're walking by, how do we get them to stop and look at my stuff? how do I stage this place? How do I do this? How do I do this? Another thing that I think a lot of people don't understand, that photography staging is different than in-person staging. Your booth needs to be staged differently than that photo, okay? There's a difference. Because when we're taking a picture, our eye only sees a flat surface and everything is pretty much level. I mean, you can kind of tell, but your first visual stopping point is going to be on the piece that's closest to you, whatever's closest to you. So we go over why photography and staging has to be different than in person and your booth. So if there's anybody on here right now that took the first staging course, I would love your feedback. I would love a little comment, and maybe I would love it if you guys could just share just something brief about what you, hi Tammy, good to see you on here, honey, about what you learned from the course, or if you just want to give any feedback. Otherwise, you're eating dinner, you don't have time, you just want to share this and you'll catch it later, that works too. If you share it, it's easier for you to find rather than coming back to my feed and searching for it. But so this class is for you. If you are have a home and I've never figured out what to do about my mantle, right? I don't know what to do about my mantle. I've got a pet peeve, and that's a whole bunch of family photos in all different shapes and sizes all over your mantle. I'm sorry, it's the truth. I'm going to talk to you about maybe what could be a better option on the mantle. I'm going to talk to you about focal walls. I'm going to talk to you about how to find things that work together. You're going to hear me say pretty goes with pretty every single day of the week. I give you homework after every week. It's not required, but highly suggested because I give away prizes. I think we gave away 5 different prizes after the last staging course. So let's start at week 1. Here's what you're going to see on week 1. We're going to go live in a private Facebook group every week on Thursday. It starts December 6th. Yes, you're going to hear about those styles here in just one second, Chrissy. It's the most fun right here, girl. So you're going to be in a private Facebook group, okay? Last time there were 66 of you. So we go live at Thursday, noon, from noon to 1:30. You don't have to be here, just like this. Just like this. You got to run, you're going to catch it later, okay? No worries. You can be there live, or you can show back up that evening. You're going to have 4 weeks to watch the whole course, or 5 weeks to watch the whole course. After the course is over, those links are all emailed to you. They're yours to keep and save and download to your computer, save them, however you want to do it. They're yours to keep. So once you pay for the course, it is yours to keep. But if you go live, it's just like this. You can go back and watch the replay. You can pause. I got to go potty. I got to go do this. I got to go change out the laundry. You can do that all day long. So it's not something you have to actually be ready because it's a Thursday. I get that you're at work. I get that you are at PTA. I get you're doing your business. So you don't have to actually be here. Thank you for the hearts, Tonda. I so appreciate you. And I so appreciate whoever just shared that. So water, and we're going to talk about week 1. Hello, Restored Relics. Someone says shut up, but I'm assuming the shut up is in the tense of, oh my gosh, shut up, not shut up. I'm going to go with that one. So I'm going to stay keeping it positive and assuming that that's a dramatic shut up. So for week 1, we're going to do our style quiz. It's so much fun. So we go through a list of questions and it helps you determine your style. I took it twice, and I actually made Matt take it twice. No, I lied. I did not make him take it twice. He took it once. I took it twice. The first time I took it, I came out, it was 80s. 80s was my style, and I was thinking, what? No, that's not my favorite. No. But when I read about it, it was more about color, bold color, mixing orange, and then I was like, okay, well, I like color. Hang on, hold on. And then I took it again, and it was rustic. So I was kind of on the cusp of both of them, and I decided, now that girl right here is rustic 80s, because I love bold colors and I love the rustic. I love things, the more worn, the more nicks and scratches, and if it just happens to be a bold pink piece, boom, that's me. So then I made Matt take it, because I was like, before I give these women this quiz, I really want to see if it's accurate on you, honey. So I'm thinking, let's see, let me remind myself what he was. Hold up. Because some of the questions are funny. I'm not even gonna lie. But some of the questions are, which colors would you want to live with for the rest of your life? Like if you only had to pick 2 colors, what are we going with? Blue and white? Chartreuse and pink? Slate and stone? How about moss green and taupe? Okay, so the idea is you pick the best answer, okay? The best. So some of them are kind of like, okay, they did not, I am none of those. And Matt was like he's looking at me, he's like, I don't know, which one am I? Like, what is that chair? Funny. But seriously though, he ended up being, oh my goodness, where was it? Okay, he was contemporary. That's what it was. He was contemporary, and he was leaning towards industrial and contemporary. So of course I'm looking around the house and I'm like, okay, if you were in charge of the decor, this house would look a little bit different. We definitely wouldn't have any things that were rustic, but we might, he likes color, but he really prefers the contemporary, really clean, zen, with a few industrial pieces. So that worked. He was like, yeah, I mean, of all the styles, that is definitely me. So I felt like the quiz was legitimate, and it pretty well worked for him and worked for me. Now, after going through the first time, there were some people that were like, oh my gosh, I had to take it twice. I wasn't really sure. And that's basically because some of the questions, like I said, you have to pick your best answer. But it was so fun. You're going to come out with styles like modern glam, bohemian, 70s, mid-century modern, industrial, contemporary, zen, minimalist, Scandinavian, traditional, rustic, totally 80s. You can have a little bit of this and a little bit of this and just kind of mix. Like I had the totally 80s with the rustic. Like they're kind of far-fetched from each other, but when you combine them, yes, you've got Dion Woods right here. So that's what the first week is. Okay. So as far as, does anybody have any questions yet about the staging course? Please, please, please feel free to ask any question about it, and I'm going to answer in any way that I can, the best way I can. Okay, and like I said, I assign you homework to basically kind of familiarize yourself. So after you take the quiz, and let's say you are modern glam, your homework on your own time, you have a whole week. And it doesn't even have to be done that week, you guys. I understand everybody is extremely busy, but it has to be done before the course is over. And then if you do all the homework challenges, we'll put your name in a bowl, and I will literally draw out the prizes, and I gave away 5 prizes last time. So, and one of them was a print of one of my paintings. 70s and 80s boho and rustic, says Tonda. Yes. So like for homework, I create a Pinterest board. You'll go home and you will not go home, but you will use that modern glam, and you will just start pinning on Pinterest rooms that are all styled in modern glam. Okay, and then you share your Pinterest board. You share it with the group so we can all see. It's interactive because it's online. It's totally interactive. The last time it was so much fun, and what we ended up doing was we ended up following each other and going, oh my God, your rooms are beautiful. Oh, I love that room. That room is so me. And so it really, really, really helped us identify our style. Now, why is your style important? If you are really trying to get them to stop again, guys, what are we doing right here? We're scrolling, aren't we? We got to get them to stop. We got them to look at our stuff. We got to get them to look at our products, our work that we've been slaving over night and day. We got to get them to stop, you guys, right? And so if they can identify her style, okay, what is my wall says I'm a little bit this, my style says I'm a little bit this. So if you're a little bit consistent with your style, then people know what to expect from you. And honestly, I don't want 1,000 people following me. I want 50 people following me that are going to like my look and like my style and that are actually my buyers, right? And so if I create, say with my 80s glam, 80s rustic style, and that's what every photo looks like. If you, like, I screenshotted, is that a word? I don't know if it is. I took a screenshot of my Instagram and then I posted it in the group and said, do you see anything similar in each photo? Like, is there a theme I've got going on? And everybody said, yeah, you use a lot of flowers, you use a lot of color, and there's turquoise in just about anything. Sounds good to me. I'm being consistent. So when you learn your home style, you will be able to pull things together in your own home, possibly not spend a penny, get all your favorite things, and remember that pretty goes with pretty. And the biggest compliment someone can give you is if they walk in the door and go, wow, your house looks just like you. That's a compliment. That's what you want, right? So this applies to anybody. If you have a home, whether you're working online, whether you're selling online, whether you have a booth, it's for you. So week 2, we go into why. Like, what are we looking for? We're looking for contrast. We're looking for focal walls. How are we going to find that focal wall in our house? How are we going to make that statement? How are we going to get them to stop? Okay, I'm going to share with you my favorite photo editing apps. I'm going to share with you not only the app, but we're going to go through the app and we're going to learn how to use the app. We're going to learn how to practice it. And then your homework is going to be to take pictures of things, practice editing, and then post them in the group so we can all see that you're working on it and that you're trying your best, right? We're going to talk to you about why there's this and what does the 3 and 5 rule mean? What does literally highs and lows in color combinations? What does complementary colors mean? We're going to talk to you about all of that stuff in the staging course in week 2. And then, of course, I'm going to send you home with homework saying, I'm not going to send you anywhere. I mean, you're already home or wherever you're watching, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going to say to you, look around your house. Decide where you want to have a focal wall. Thank you, Allison, honey. I'm glad you're here. Find your staging wall. What's going to be your focal point in your home? And we're going to start focusing on that. Yours is in your garage, trying to make a wall and floor. Atta girl. We're going to talk to you about lighting. I'm going to talk to you about what window directions are the best, natural light versus overhead lighting, all those things, you guys. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And it's something that I end up taking for granted. It never occurred to me how to teach it, how to really, and I really had to prepare for this course in October because there are so many things that I just think that I don't think to share. Does that make sense? So it went over really well. I had so much fun, and what I realized was I had so much more to say. I needed that extra week, so that's why we now will have the 5th week. It starts December 6th, the 13th, the 20th, the 27th, and it'll carry over into January 3rd. Again, those are Thursdays at noon. You do not have to be present. You will get these courses and these links all available to you, and you will have 5 weeks to actually watch all of them. You can like do a crash course on the last day if you want. So I will pull all of my favorite staging items, and we're going to talk about hey, window shopping. Why does that window at Bloomingdale's look so overly done and so dramatic? It really makes me stop, right? I've never been to New York, but I've always heard about Macy's windows, Bloomingdale's, Bergdorf's, all of the stores stop and look at the windows, right? They work really hard to get you to stop on the street and identify, take photos, come in the door so you better be working on your photos. You better be working on your staging to get them to stop, right? Stop scrolling and look at what I painted. Look at what I created. Or you're sitting in the evening and you are watching television and you look over at your new focal wall and you're like, I did a good job. You don't have to spend a penny, but pretty always goes with pretty, okay? So it's for anybody. It's not somebody who understands color and who understands all of this. We'll go through it step by step. What else? We're going to go shopping the next week. We're going to go to Reclaimed Warehouse. I'm going to pull a whole bunch of things together. We're going to style a bookshelf. We're going to style a dining room table. We're going to do things that you're just going to be, just show me how to do it. Like, let's just do it. And then I'm coming into your house if you want. If you raise your hand and say, Dion, I'm staging this and I really want you to take a look at it. I'm going to pull you up in the broadcast if you want, and we'll take a look. We'll stage together. You'll say, help me. Help me stage this. I'll say, yeah. Grab that. Grab that. Oh, no. Push that to the left. Sue, I don't know. If you had that and you wanted me to look at it, I could definitely do that. Okay, so we'll do that. And like I said, we do the last week is more interactive, where you've taken everything that you've learned and you've said, okay, come have a look at this. This is my mantel, or this is my staging wall, or I have a piece of furniture and I want you to help me stage. We'll do all of those things. And not only are you going to learn from that, but everybody watching is going to be like, oh, they're watching too. Okay. So the staging course is, like I said, it's 5 weeks. You can find it at theturquoiseiris.com, but it's right here. This is the link for it. If you are in my Creative Connection, you know you get your discount, so you message me for your discount code. But for those of you that are not in my Creative Connection membership group, the price for the 5 weeks is $157. It was $137 last time for the 4 weeks, but like I said, I added a week. So that's why it's $157 and it starts December 7th. If anybody has any questions, you guys, tag me. You can always email me. I understand that lighting is a problem. I understand. We can talk about some things you can do, how to make it a priority. And basically, guys, we're trying to get people to stop scrolling and look at your work. That is what we're after. Okay, so if you have any more questions at all, please feel free to contact me or tag me in this. I just had such a wonderful time, and I ended up getting back with everybody and saying, you know, is there anything that I could do differently? You know, it's that thing where you want to ask, but you don't want to ask because you're afraid. Everybody was so kind, and everybody said, I'd love more time. I want to do more. It went by too fast. So that was a really positive reaction. I wasn't sure since it was my first one. But because it went over that well, I thought, well, we're going to do this again. Now, I am going to do this again, hopefully consistently, but I won't do it again until probably June of 19. Reason being is because I think twice a year for the staging course is plenty. So again, you guys message me. We are going to start prepping for our December 7th Friday Night Live birthday party. It's going to be a year that I've been bringing Quita Allen on Friday nights at 8:30 for our funny and entertaining, and we just have the best time. And so we're having a birthday party at Reclaimed Warehouse in Moore, Oklahoma, and I do have tickets available for that as well. And everybody gets to paint, play, be on our live with us if they choose to. Not required. Not required, not required, not required. Thank you for the heart, sweetie. And so if you know anybody in your family, friends that you work with, in a group that you're in, share this video there. Pass it on if you can. And everybody is welcome. There's no limit to how many people can be taking the staging course, but I will be putting you in a private group on Facebook, and it's very interactive and so much fun. Anything else? Did anybody have any last minute questions? I can scroll through here real quick. You wish you could, bad timing. Oh, I wish you could too, Carol, but we will do it again in June. I mean, I know it's 6 months from now, but we'll do it again in June. And also the party. The party might be bad timing. It's our year anniversary, so you can't celebrate your year anniversary at 18 months. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's December and we're going to go for it. We're going to go in. It's going to be a great time. I think it would make a great birthday present for somebody who's been hanging out with us every single week. It's day 51 of my 90-day challenge where I've been going live every day. And even that, I'm on 13 months of going live every Friday night all by myself. I mean, consistently, and have not missed one Friday. So you guys are just the best. You're such a great audience here on Facebook. Yeah, please do, Lisa. Please watch the replay. And if anybody has any questions, I am hosting a staging course if you're just now popping on, and it's 5 weeks, and I just kind of went through and talked all about it. So you guys have a wonderful evening. I have a live over in my Creative Connection coming up at 8 o'clock where I'm going to interview. Every week we interview some of our members and get to know them a little bit better. So you guys, thank you for your time and thanks for being here, and I so appreciate you. Oh, Joan, you're awesome. Thank you for saying that to me. And thank you, Carol. I appreciate you so much. You guys have an awesome evening. And if I don't see your little name or your little comment between now and Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. I hope that your week and your day is wonderful. And just know that I'm super thankful for all of you. You keep showing up, you keep sharing, and you make my day. So have a good night.